It is strange that we stand about when there is so much to do. It is strange that we stand about when there is so much to do.
I didn't realize there'd be so much standing around.
And I think to call this civilization? Blasted bloody humans. Of course.
For the glory of Arm.
Who are you?
Excuse me, sir. You look like a warrior. Are you a warrior? Could you help me?
Minsk and Boo are the greatest of warriors, small one. I will crush your foes into little foo-shaped chunky bits. Who dares pick on you? Just point the way.
I don't have any foes, sir.
No foes! I am relieved. I trust those who prey on children no farther than they can be thrown, even if I manage to throw them pretty far. And throw them I shall. Boo wonders what you need from a warrior when you have no foes.
I'm lost, sir. I was set off to find somebody who could help my village, but I've had all my things stolen and nobody can help me.
What? Boo is outraged. See his fury. It's small, so look close. Trust me, it's there. What is wrong with your village, small one? How can we heroes help?
I'm from Innsvale in the Umar Hills. People have been disappearing. Some of them have turned up, but they've turned inside out and mad.
Minsk has been inside and out before, and it is never a good thing. Sometimes it frightens even Boo.
No, not mad as in angry, sir. Mad as in crazy.
Oh, Minsk has never been crazy. No, sir. Being inside out was bad enough. Is there more, little boy? Alright, hang on. Going back to normal voice for a minute. Even worse, everyone says they've seen strange beasts out in the hills. Everyone's so frightened. There's even talk that Umar herself, has returned. Then heroes are certainly needed. Heroes like Minsk and Boo and Renfail. Excuse me. Where's your village, small one? Together we will save the day. Alright, he's going to mark it in my map. Nothing removes fear better than a good sword and a swift kick at the evil. We shall go to your village and do what heroes do. Right, Renfail? Right you are, Minsk. We shall go help the child.
You would? How wonderful. That's so much.
When you get to Enfield, talk to Minister Lloyd. I vaguely remember this quest. I think after you finish helping these people, they even put up a statue for you. Ah, Corgan, grumpy dwarf. By the pits of the abyss! You've agreed to run off into the bloody forest on the whinings of a whelp, have ye? Have you lost your senses? Ah!
There is nothing wrong with a noble task duly undertaken. Perhaps it would be enjoyable to see you in a greener setting, dwarf.
Lovely, just lovely. If you're planning this trip with that one, it'd be best if he keeps us apart. I've an aching head already. Alright, so... Aid in Imsvale. I have so many quests already. This is ridiculous. Investigate the deaths in the Umar Hills. Dylan was sent to find aid for the village of Imsvale in the Umar Hills. Apparently people are disappearing in large numbers and it is not certain what the cause is. I am to speak to the village mayor, Minister Lloyd Wainwright. Alright. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to promote this out on social media.
With all its people and their...
Gonna tab out, which means the audio is gonna kill for a minute. Twitter, Facebook, Discord. And I gotta find my Baldur's Gate 2 thumbnail. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, I've got a craving to watch the Star Wars prequels. Don't ask me why. Just hit me today. Maybe because I saw news about The Mandalorian coming out in October. So I'm in that Star Wars frame of mind. Alright. Twitter's done, Facebook's done. Time for Discord. Did that not post? It did not post. There we go. It's because I hit cancel the first time. Herping and derping, first thing in the morning. Alright, we're out live on all the socials. Back to the game. Alright.
Harry! Cease your whining! I swear on my father's cool cart you were one of them faves with all the blasted crying coming from you.
So, Corgan doesn't care for Aerie at the moment. Alright, we need to take a little bit of a rest because Yahira's got some damage. And then we'll decide what quest we're going to work on. Oh, I bet we're going into an animation sequence.
Stand. You rest each night uneasy. Yes, you are weary. You struggle daily. It will not end, you know, until you acknowledge what you are. You walk as a mortal, taking no advantage from your heritage, from your talents within. So many things of flesh are greater than you. Walk among them, these beasts that are less than you are. See their strength. See how easily you fall to their muscle and skill.
So John Irenicus is in my mind trying to convince me to take control over the power of fall inside me.
It's hopeless.
Why do you stand for this? Why do you submit to the flesh when death is bred in your bones? Do you realize the power you might hold? When the world of flesh is beneath you, even creatures mysterious and magical will fall.
That's an illithid and a mummy? Or a lich, probably a lich. So he's showing me, if I would embrace my power, how easily I could kill these creatures.
Follow and receive the gift you are owed by the blood in your vein. Follow, if only to protect the weak that fell because of you.
Oh, now he's threatening me with Imoen. Oh, it actually says Imoen takes fire damage. So whatever he's doing is actually affecting Imoen. Okay.
I've nothing of value. Please, let me be.
My apologies for the intrusion, sir, but might I prevail upon you for a single gold piece? Times are poor for me and my kin these months, and I've been reduced to a mere beggar.
Yes, I can. Here you go.
You are a kind man, my lord, and I thank you truly for your generosity.
Okay. Well, the most important thing that I did when I finished up the last playthrough was I got my... For the glory of Om! I got my... the permission to cast magic in the city streets. So I'm good on that front. That reminds me, if you guys aren't watching Epic NPC Man, I'm trying to remember the name of the channel from the Viva the Dirt League, I think is what they're called. They're from New Zealand. Their Epic NPC Man videos are amazing. It was just reminding me of, for the glory of Om, it's reminding me of their videos for King and, I think it's for King and Country, or for King and something, for King and Kingdom. I don't remember. The one guard character they have who just runs around, that's all he ever says, and I'm wondering if they got the inspiration from here. Okay, Quail has called for Aerie. That's probably the one we should do right now, because Uncle Quail, Aerie's Uncle Quail, has asked that we come see him in the Promenade Circus tent as soon as possible. So let's go back to the promenade and see what Uncle Quail needs. That seems to be
In the
something
name of the
important.
council, I am here to keep order.
Drop your weapons and keep your hands and fingers where I can see them. Are you sure that's some of them? Don't look like them. I ain't taking any chances. You saw what happened to the commander. Look at the way they're equipped. It could be them. At ease, soldier. I'll not have you running around accosting people on my watch. Sir, he was just making sure they were not a threat. These people are not who you were looking for, I'm certain. We'll cause panic if we accuse everyone. You! Have you seen anything suspicious or unnatural lately? Who, me? What do you mean? I'm not even sure what you're looking for. There have been reports of fighting in the streets at night, something to do with the supposed Shadow Thief Guild and a rival. If you do see something, keep your distance. I've already had uninvolved people go missing, and I don't need any more. Keep out of the streets at night, citizens. All the decent folk are asleep at those hours. Anyway, nice jab at me like I'm not a decent folk. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock at night, so yeah, he's suspicious. Good morning, Relisier. Alright, we were going to the promenade to go back to talk to...
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Die back, or you'll regret it.
So, on our way back to the promenade to talk to Aerie's Uncle Quail, and we've been attacked by thugs. Hold, boys! Intruders are upon us! Kill them all, for you well know that we must leave no witnesses. Oh, somebody cast a lightning bolt. That's not cool.
That's not right.
Yeah, I know he's
I
friendly.
never saw much of the
Attack him
circus
anyway.
in the circus. Are they all so crowded like this?
Yeah.
Renfeld says, Help me, please. Yeah, who are you and what has happened? My name is Renfield. I've been poisoned. I beg you to take me to friends. They have a building not far from here. Please, I beg you. I can attempt to heal you with magic. No use, I'm afraid. Alright, we'll take you now. Okay, we need to go to the harbor. Corgan. Why even such a bother over yon corpse in waiting? Loot the body, I say, and leave it for the crows. God, he's a hard bastard. Possibly EVE Online later on today. It's still early. I usually don't start my EVE streams until 9-ish. But my wife doesn't have classes today, so I'm waiting for her to get up, and then we're going to go for a run, and then after the run, I will decide whether or not I'm doing EVE Online or Dual Universe today. It'll be one of the two. Later today. Later this morning, I should say. Alright, this is probably a time-sensitive quest. Who has the body? Somebody's taking damage. Bring the poisoned man to his friends. I have agreed. There's a building in the southwest part of the docks district with a man in front by the name of Rylock who will tend to him. Alright, so off to the docks district.
Just as I thought.
Is there an exit from here? Docks district. Southwestern part of the docks. Yoshimo. Ah, perhaps it's a good time to tell you something, Renfell, seeing as you are leading us into the docks and everything. This is Shadow Thief territory, which I have had a couple of run-ins with over the past few months. They don't tend to appreciate independent operators like myself. So the last time they caught me operating in the city, I was told to either report to the head of the guild or suffer the consequences. Seems that Renal needs an outsider to deal with a problem and was willing to trade my punishment by the guild for his service. Failure to go to him might be messy. I'm pretty safe with you, I think, but it's up to you. If we go and see Renal, we might be able to talk him into a reward and avoid complications later on. I wanted to bring this up to warn you and perhaps mention a possible opportunity. Very well, perhaps we should go and talk to this Renal. This is what I was talking about when I was doing the overview video for Baldur's Gate 2. I think that's who I want to go to. The fact that Rylock, it says Rylock. That's not Rylock. Like there's just they just start throwing quests at you. Everywhere you go, there's a quest. Southwest part, so I think we just have to head southwest and look for a man named Rylock.
Kneel and repent.
You bow, worm, and pray that Cyril allows you to become one of his holy worshippers. Cast aside whatever false god you pray to, and embrace the Prince of Lies in all his majesty.
Yeah, not gonna happen, buddy. I'll not convert to Cyrus worships or do anything else you ask.
Then suffer cruelly as one of Rylak's chosen victims. Rawr!
Explain your intent and make it good.
I'm ignoring Mr. Shadow Thief. My boss says you're welcome to enter. Well, we'll worry about you later.
Next way.
Quick save. Oh, what's going on over here? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I do want to know. Quick save. So the Shadow Thieves. Oh, and she's level draining them.
Have a taste. Come.
No, you are not to see this yet. You have not chosen your side. When the time comes, obey. Obey, or you will join the thieves in death. Well, such is the will of the mistress. What are you talking about? Why are you fighting these people? Such things are not for you to know yet. When the time comes, you will know much, and if the mistress bids it, you may also live. Oh, and she just disappears. So, creepy voice. I said I wasn't going to loot any gems, and here I am looting gems. Oh, screw it. Let's just loot everything. Somebody's got a gem bag. I think it's... I don't remember who has the gem bag. Ah, it is. It's Shahira. Finally got contingency. This is such a cool spell. So contingency... Upon casting this spell, the wizard is allowed to choose a spell out of his repertoire of known spells. One spell level for every 3 levels of the caster is allowed, up to 6th level spells at 18th level. Which, by the way, you can go up to 18th level and beyond in this game. Once the spell is chosen, the caster may choose a condition of some kind from the list provided. The starting condition can be anything from reaching 10% of his hit points to an enemy being sighted. Once the starting condition is satisfied, the spell that was chosen will be cast automatically. For example, a 12th level wizard could place the spell Stone Skin in a contingency with the starting condition being the wizard reaches 50% of his hit points. Once he reaches 50% of his hit points or below, Stone Skin is immediately cast. This requires no action by the wizard but happens automatically and instantaneously. A limitation of this spell is that the target of the spell placed in the contingency must be the caster. This is such a great spell because you can, if I remember correctly, once you have put it into the contingency slot, you can then sleep, and that store remains. So let's say I put Magic Missile in the contingency. I would theoretically have just cast a Magic Missile, and therefore not have a Magic Missile left to cast in that day. But then I can sleep, wake up, have my full array of Magic Missile spells, like 5, at my disposal again, plus the one that's stored in the contingency. It's a beautiful, beautiful spell. And Spell Thrust, which is very helpful. And a note. A proclamation of warning to all guild members. The Shadow Council itself decrees that all chapters should be on their guard against the upstart Assassins Guild usurping our membership. The lure of coin is not but bait, and it is suspected that the end of those that have been defected has been most bloody. No guild can rival the Shadow Thieves, so any that claim as much must have darker motives. You have been warned of the cost of treachery. Plate mail +1. Corgan? Oh wow, so because you're wearing magical. And you already you already have chainmail and Jahira, so I think we're good there.
My wings have been clipped. Oh, I wish you could understand how it feels to be bound to the ground, chained and weighted like a miserable prisoner of Earth.
What was it like to fly, Aerie? So this is the start of one of those romance options. Oh, it is so hard to describe. It's the ultimate freedom to soar above the clouds and become part of the wind itself. Excuse me. I remember I used to be so happy. The clouds are a special place up there, Renfell. It's like a land of billowing white beauty that you can almost walk upon. Rylock, this is the guy that can heal the body.
What can it be now?
Yes, is there something... Renfield! By Tamora, thank you for bringing him to us. We were beginning to worry. It's not a problem. Glad to be of service. He has been poisoned somehow, but he said magic was not able to cure it. He seemed desperate to find you. Poisoned? By the gods, thank you. I must bring him inside immediately. Here's some coin for your trouble. Thank you again, friend. Well, that was quick, with no explanation. Alright, back to talk to Uncle Quail.
Your voice is Ambrosia.
You there, unwashed ones, I would have a word with you. I was wondering when you would turn up, Zent. I had suspected our party would not be permanent when last we met, and it appears my suspicions were correct. I think he was in the first game, that necromancer guy. I'm not here to address you, heartless harper wench. I'm here to appeal to your erstwhile companion, Renfell. Perhaps you don't remember the last time we met? I saw you dealing with those harpers, but it is obviously you're not a harper yourself. You would be willing, then, to render me a service? What harpers? What are you talking about? The harpers you delivered the poisoned man to. Or were you too idiotic to know they were harpers? I require your inadequate services for a job. Psst, be wary, Renfell. The harpers will not brook interference lightly, and this Zent likely holds only the worst of intentions to his heart. Yes, I'm not asking you to walk in and slaughter them now, am I? Tempting as that might be, I am not such a blundering fool as your friends might suppose. I'm not about to risk crossing the harpers, regardless of your assurances. I'm not asking you to kill anyone. A simple mission of mercy, and you cannot find it within your heart to perform this task. Where is your compassion? Same place yours is, I suspect. I'll not be duped into doing anything against the harpers. So long. Bah! Dealing with gutless whining whelps is excruciating. When you gather enough courage to take me up on my offer, I will be here. You must gather your party before venturing forth. We're going back to the promenade to talk to Uncle Quail,
Task at hand.
who is in the circus tent.
Yes?
Uncle Quail, it's good to see you again. Is everything all right? You sent somebody to ask me to come. Eri, it's always good to see you. And yes, I did ask you to come. With Renfell and his friends, I think you can help me. Or one of my friends, rather. I'd be happy to. Which friend are you talking about? No one you know of, my dear. A lass I met in my earlier days, when I happened to find myself in the Outer Plains. Which is a long story I won't get into. She's here in Atkatla and has herself in a bit of a bind. She wrote me a letter asking for my help, but you and Renfell may be able to help more than I. I'd be happy to help her, Uncle Quail. That is, if Renfell thinks we have the time. What do you think, Renfail? Wouldn't hurt to see if we can help out. There's no rush on such a thing. If you find the time, her name is Rayla Shy. She can be found at the playhouse beneath the Five Flagons Inn in the Bridge District. If you can't help her, well then, you can't help her. But Rayla's is a dear heart, and it would do an old gnome's heart good if you could try. I'm sure we could find some time to at least speak to her, Uncle Quail. I hope so. It's been good to see you again, dear one. Be safe. Okay, so that's to go help
As you will.
someone at the theater beneath the Five Flagons Inn in the Bridge District. Okay, well, back to the quests. Let's see here. Yoshimo needs to see Reynolds Bloodscalp.
Cities always teem with evil and decay. Let's give it a good shake and see what falls out.
Squee! Minsk is Minsk. Alright, investigate the cult of the Eyeless. That's in the sewers. That's in the docks. The Umar Hills. I haven't left the city yet, and I'd like to not leave the city until I finish all these quests in the city. But I do need to raise 20,000 gold. Locate a caretaker for the girl. I haven't come across anybody yet.
I never saw much of the cities from the circus. Are they all so crowded like this?
So I'd say I have a ton of quests. The Hunt for Valga, the Windspear Hills, Darnay's Keep, Umar Hills, those are all outside of the city. So we can either work on the Cult of the Eyeless, let's go investigate the Copper Coronet. Because that's the inn that we stayed in when we first got here.
Of course.
And while we're traveling, I shall be right back.
I trust you are here in good faith.
Well, something happened as I was walking through the town. Beware the streets at night, my children. There are strange things taken from the coffers of your lives. Best invest in the day to be certain of many returns. I'm not interested in your pamphlet prophecies, buddy. If such is a wish, then you shall have it. I bid you safe business. Alright. Where was I going? Slums. Copper Coronet.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
So I'm supposed to be investigating.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yeah, hurry up,
Gather
everybody.
your party before venturing forth.
Get your booties up here. Alright, so we're supposed to be investigating the activities in the Copper Coronet.
Whatever I can do to help.
Declare yourself.
Letnin's letting you in the back, eh? That's just fine. Be no trouble and I won't have to break your head, aye? Okay. So what's going on in the back rooms? Frankie, tell me what's going on. I hope you are enjoying the entertainments of the Copper Coronet, my lord.
If I may have your attention once again, gentlefolk of Athkatla, Leitenan is proud to provide for your amusement once again. Bring your attention to the pit as we see two combatants fighting for their very lives. I trust all bets have been placed. Very well. Begin.
So he's running some sort of underground gladiator.
I will not fight. This is inhuman. How can you suffer this to continue? How can you? You will fight because you are a slave and you have been told to fight. Refuse and be devoured for the amusement of our guests.
They're going to make him fight a wild animal. Oh no, I don't think I can watch this. It's horrible. I agree, Aerie. This is not cool. He's fighting a troll, it looks like. Alright, so I'd say we just found out what they're doing at the Copper Coronet.
Hear ye, hear ye!
Which means we need to shut this down. So there's some stairs leading down there. And then this door.
Declare yourself.
What are you doing down here? This is a restricted area. Leave immediately or face the consequences. I'm allowed to be in here. I'm one of Leitinen's special guests. I warned you, fool. Guards! Intruders!
I'll test your mettle with cold steel.
Oh crap, that's a lot of bad guys, and there's a caster. So... we all need to attack.
May the best among us prevail. Of course.
So none of these guys have a key?
Nature's servant awaits.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Can I open the doors? Locked. And Yoshimo is held for the moment.
Next swing.
least Corgan can carry. Enough.
I trust all is well.
I don't recognize you. Who are you? I am one of Lytton's guests. What is this place? This is where the creatures of the pit fights are kept, and I am their keeper. You are not allowed in here. Your smell will upset and disturb my darling Tabitha. Leave at once. I'll go where I like, so watch your tone with me. It's time to feed my Tabitha. Open the cages. Attack! Oh, that might not be good.
I don't like the looks of this.
Alright, who's back here that's not doing anything? Cast a spell, damn it. Alright, Yoshimo, get you out.
Dance on the head of a pin as well.
Oh, yes.
Airy, you're not doing anything either. Cast some spells. What do I have here that would be useful?
Abyss be blood and glory. Now you
I'm faster
die.
than Chitika Fast Paws.
Faster than Chiquita Fast Paws. Chitika. Alright. Better heal some wounds.
Just as I thought.
Alright. Got a short bow as well. Stone to Flesh, that's a good spell to have in your repertoire. Take your sweet time, Renfail. It's not like, you know, we're in a hurry or anything.
You ain't from around here. I knows it.
Alright, so we released
You have
him.
the key. You have it. Thank the gods. We are free, my brothers. Go now and free the women. Hendak will strike his blade into the heart of our so-called owner.
Praise be. We are...
Thank you again, my friends. Now, to the task of killing that fiend Leighton. Assist me if you wish. Otherwise...
Run! Run! The slaves have escaped!
Ah! Run for your lives! They'll kill us for certain!
Alright, so we can go help him kill Leighton in just a second after we let this kid go too. I guess everybody's out. So, come on, let's follow him and we will help him take out Leighton.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
Declare yourself.
He just went downstairs, so I'm guessing that's where we need to go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
No, because Leighton's up here. I'll figure that out in a minute, but somebody went downstairs. Because Leighton's over here. Yeah, that's Hendrik, so...
What? Hendak? You ignorant, barbaric slave! You're behind all of this chaos, aren't you? I'll take it out of your hide.
Enough, fiend. You no longer own me. And I'll ensure that you no longer claim ownership over any other as well. I've survived your hellish fighting pit for years. You are no match for me.
We shall see.
Alright. Attack!
Embarrassing.
I won't let my friends be hurt.
Good on you, Aerie.
It's finally over, Leighton. All the years of cruel and evil acts that you have committed for nothing more than coins in your pocket. Burn in the abyss, fiend! I owe you my thanks once again.
I intend to take this place as payment for my slavery to ensure it is never used as such again. I wish I did not have to ask, but there is one more thing that needs doing. The slavers remain at large within Atkala, hidden in a hidden base here in the slums. More slavers in the city? Not a problem. A dry docked boat just across the way on the east side of the slums. It may be risky to approach it openly. There's talk of a secret passage to the sewer connecting the Coron to the slaver base, so that's what those stairs downstairs are for.
More children kept as slaves, but was outraged by the evil that leaps about in the city like a hot-footed weasel.
We must save the children, Renvale. We must! A chance to strike at the heart of slavery here in Atkatlar. Think of it, Renvale. You could make a difference if you wish. Take on the slavers themselves on their home ground? I don't know. Of course I'll take care of it. Alright, Aerie just got a level up. Mage spells. Yay! Do fireball, please. Yes. And let's do minor globe of invulnerability.
I'll do it.
I will always be grateful for your assistance.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Hopefully I muted that before I sneezed. Alright, merchant rooms, rent, sleep for the night. Sell, what do we have to sell? Stone skin. A whole bunch of stuff that's not been identified yet, which I need to identify. More opal, sphere, gem, splint mail, and +1 bolts. Alright, well that's all I will sell for now. Quick save. And I'm going to wrap up here because it's time for me to go for a run and a morning shower, and then I will be back probably within an hour-ish, hour and a half-ish. I'll be back for some, I'm not sure yet, either Dual Universe or EVE Online, one of the other two. So, see you soon, ladies and gentlemen.